Hello everyone. Hope we're all having a fantastic day. Um, so here's another commentary style video for you guys. Now I've titled this one "No Trade Session," not because I didn't take any trade in this session actually, but because it took me a very long time to actually find a very good trade. But in this video, I'll be walking you through all my thought processes while I was searching for a very good trade in this video. And I'll be asking some few questions I've seen in the comment section. So, or maybe one or two. I'll just answer those questions. Now, over here right now, I am currently searching the market to see, like just getting a feel for the market. I can see that this market has this buyers, like we have a very weak momentum to the upside, and all of a sudden the sellers just pushed to the downside. So I'm trying to have a feel for it to see where the next direction of the market will be going, you understand. But I couldn't find anything in that market, so I had to switch market. Now in this particular market, CHF and NOK, I noticed there's this basic market structure pattern towards the left side. So, but first I was trying to see if I can at least mark where the supply and the demand zones are in the market so that I can guess the next direction of the market. Then I noticed this common point of rejection over here. I'm just trying to get a feel for it to see if we should enter a trade immediately or we should just wait for the next candle. But you can see as it is right now, it's as if we are late to this party already. So we will not be participating in the common point of rejection, basically. Now, looking towards the left, when the market pans to the left, you'll see we have this basic market structure towards the left side. So I'm trying to see how I can understand the market as a whole. So I'm just setting trend lines here to see common points of rejection and see if market is going to reject that. But you can see the market did not reject from there, so I decided to just check out this area that I can see clearly. You can see we have this trend to the upside towards that left side, so I decided to just mark the areas of support and resistance first. Then from there I noticed that now we can make a little bit of sense. We have a break of structure here before the market now came down. So over at the left side, I was able to find a demand area there. But you can see that demand has been broken violently, you can see, without any regard. So when we have a level that is broken like this, or a demand zone that is broken like this, we tend to have this thing called a DBS. Some people call it demand becomes supply. So now I'm looking into that lower time frame area to see if I can mark that lower time frame entry. You can see now that's the area of supply I just marked. Now, so I'm going to extend all that to where the current market is, so that if possible we'll be able to take a trade, in that lower time frame entry. You can see market is entering into that area right now. So you can see market is entering into that DBS right now. But for some reason I didn't take this trade. I guess because of the I'm looking at this trend to the upside. So I wasn't sure of if I should take a trade on this area. I guess it's probably because I was late actually. If I had waited a while to observe the market, I probably would have taken this trade because it was very, very good trade. You can see the market just touched the area of supply and it just rejected that to the downside, and it would have been a very good, fantastic win trade, fantastic winning trade, but it didn't happen like that. So now, for those who used to ask questions about my color coding, you can see the way I marked this now. You have green outline, then the red is inside. It tells you that it's actually demand becomes supply. Now, if it was an SBD, the red will be outside and the green will be inside. Now over here, now you can see we have this morning star pattern. Now I was hoping that this morning star pattern would cross that ABC so that we can combine with an ABC break. So I wasn't sure what happened. Let me just because it's been a while. Okay, we have that ABC break. For some reason, I can't remember why I didn't take this trade because it would have been a good trade. Now we have ABC break and we have a pattern that needs retracement. So this trade was a no-brainer, but I'm sure that there was a reason I didn't take this trade, and that reason was actually well founded. I can't just remember now. It's actually been like 2 days ago I took this session. I'm just doing the voiceover right now. Okay, fine. If I had taken the trade, I probably would have lost though. But okay, I was looking for a very good entry. I remember not now. Yeah, I was looking for a very good lower time frame entry because the way this pattern is going is, you have this up down then up. Now we hit a DBS zone. Now the price is coming down. I was hoping maybe we would have a like third touch scenario coming, because if you look at this way, we have first touch high, second touch high, touching that DBS area, then coming back down right now. So I was kind of looking for a lower time frame entry for that third touch breakout. You can see. So I marked that lower time frame entry, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure price came back to that lower time frame entry. But this is one of those reasons why sometimes, certain trades don't just happen. Like you've been waiting for it, but all of a sudden the trade doesn't just happen. Now, this is one of those reasons, and I kind of like the fact that I'm walking you through this my thought pattern just to let you know that there are certain times we might have a setup, and if the setup doesn't hit, please don't take the trade. Be patient, just wait. Now, you might be saying that you've been waiting for long. Yes, I understand. This is over 8 minutes right now into the session, and I've not taken any trade. And I keep looking for the best opportunities. Now you can see, now I'm trying to see if we can connect this common point of rejection. Probably if price comes into this lower time frame entry down here, we can take a rejection trade to the upside. You understand? And it happens like that sometimes, that you just want to take a trade like that. It happens. But the thing there is, you can see now I'm connecting that common point of rejection towards its other side too. So we are preparing ourselves for the best scenario possible, to take the best trade possible, and which is well founded actually. That's exactly how it should be. You understand? So we'll keep checking the market to make sure that at least we get the right entry for our trades. Now, somebody was asking me the other time that when is the best time to actually enter the market. I'll be answering that one right now. Now the thing there is, there's really no best time to enter the market, because some people may be saying, okay, maybe you should very early in the morning, or 12 a.m. or it's 3 p.m. It doesn't matter. Anytime you enter the market, the first thing you need to do is what I'm doing right now, having a feel for the market. You're looking for where the supply areas are. You're looking for where the demand zones are. You understand? You want to try and look at the market to see if market is playing the way it should play. For example, if you have, for example, you have a gap up. Gap up usually is in favor of what? The sellers. But if you have a gap up and the buyers come in, something is wrong with that market. You need to pump your brakes, slow down, and observe the market more before you take a trade. Or better still, don't take a trade. Because if you see a demand zone and the sellers just run right through it, you need to pump your brakes, observe that market properly, and see where the main like sellers and buyers are, and where the real like the real money in the market. Because you see all this activity, the activity of buyers and sellers in the market. Yeah, yes, some people might say, it's just OTC. Yes, it's a depiction of buyers and sellers. And what you want to be trading, you are trading the psychology of buyers and sellers. So wherever the demands are, most of the time the buyers are there. Anywhere the supply zones are, most of the time the sellers are there. Now I'm waiting for this trade, but that trade did not happen. What did I do? I'm switching markets to check for other opportunities. Now, my first instinct right here is to go with the sellers, but I'm observing this doji to the left side. If you can see now, I'm observing this doji, and I can see by just marking that doji range that doji range is not broken yet. You can see it. So I usually depict my doji with this color. You understand? Now you can see we don't have a doji break yet. If I enter with the sellers, I'm probably going to lose that trade. So it's one of those things one needs to just observe. It's very, very important that you observe the market. You get it. Just now I'm going back. I was actually expecting this the price to come to the upside here, where the just beyond that SBD, that lower time frame entry above. If the price can come there, I was planning to take a trade right after the common point of rejection for a reject. I wanted to take a rejection trade right there because I was sure that we have some sellers there waiting to just push the price down. But the market didn't go there on time. So what did I do? I was checking other markets to see what gives. Now you can see I'm marking that area as that particular market as favorites. Then I'm going back to this market to check if the doji. Now if I was early to this market, I probably would have taken this doji trade. You can see now we have a doji break, and the sellers they just just attack that market immediately. Now this is exactly what I'm talking about. If I was in this market now, I'll take this trade. Why? Because I can see this rejection, this green candle that broke this this doji range. You can see there's a lot of sellers activity on that on that candle. So you can tell that their sellers are showing themselves right there. So you can just follow them for the next candle. And because we have a doji break anyways, and we're in a ranging market, because doji candles work best in ranging markets. Now I'm looking for another opportunity, to take a doji trade. But because of this gap up now, it's making me like think twice. Now you can see we have market coming into that area now. But I was just waiting for this break. I was waiting for them to just enter into that area. You can see market hasn't entered yet, so I will just wait. But you can see that rejection. That tells you that there are sellers in that area, because the first time market entered into that DBS, you can see there was a rejection. Now the second time too, you can see this rejection, but that was not where I wanted to take my trade. I wanted to take my trade inside that purple zone, right above the red line. That's where I wanted to take my trade. So my trade, I don't enter that entry yet. You get it, just now over here. Now you can see we have a gap up again. So I was not going to take that trade because gap ups are in favor of the sellers, and I was looking to actually go with the buyers here. So it's the reason why I did not take this trade right here. Now, I was trying to see if I could go with the buyers after this candle, but I'm looking towards the left now. I can see I don't seem to have any reason. I don't seem to have any reason to go with the buyers after this red candle. I was even trying to see, okay, maybe we can like take a common point of rejection trade, but that one did not work too. So going back to this previous CHF and NOK, I was still expecting the price to actually come back into this zone. I was really hoping the price would come back. But the thing there is, now we need to be careful. Why? Because in this particular area now, price has come close to that area. Now, if price comes there again, they may just keep pushing to the upside. So I was a little bit wary about taking this trade again. Though I know that I was pretty kind of sure that if price enters into this lower time frame entry above that red zone, we can actually go with the sellers, because those sellers over there, they are not touched yet, basically. So that was what I was really expecting. I was expecting a push to the downside once price touched that area. You understand? But I was just checking to make sure that I have a good view of what's happening in the market, basically. But you can see now we have this very weak momentum going up to that area. Now, anytime you have a weak momentum like this and you have maybe a lower time frame, you can see now I'm kind of circling that area to tell you that that's where I actually want to enter. That's where I actually want to enter my trade. But it's taking a very long time for market to just give me that. You can see it just came close and the market is just. But the thing there is, one has to be patient. Wait for your entry. Don't rush. Yes, you can see the first time and the second time price came into that area. You can see the rejection. Now the price came into that area again. You can see that the sellers are really showing themselves over there. Now we have a gap down again now. Now you see that this gap down, I guess, was one of the reasons why I just was like, no, I really don't know what's happening, but I have to find a way to like take my trade. So I was looking for another a common point of rejection. I also take it on in this round number here, this 10.820 round number. You can see me, I was hovering my S pen over there just to let you know that that's where I want to actually take my trade. But the trade did not come down. Now, let me give you one tip quickly. Anytime you have common point of rejection, try as much as possible to combine it with a round number. It will save you a lot of headache. Your wallet will thank you for it. You understand? Because common point of rejection, sometimes they are very finicky. But if you can at least hang it around a round number, especially when you look at the rejection areas and you see that there's a round number there, wait for price to come to that round number before you take your trade. You can see price came close to this round number but did not touch it. But I was waiting for price to actually break that round, because one thing you need to understand, you see all these round numbers on the right hand side, they are not for show. You understand? Now I'm taking the trade now. The reason why I took this trade is because, first, we have a common point of rejection. Two, if you look towards the left, there's a red doji there. Anytime you see a doji candle in a ranging market like this with long wicks, common point of rejections will work most of the time. Now, if you can just hide your entry behind a round number, you are most likely going to win the trade. You can see this trade now. It looks as if I was not going to win it, and indeed I was panicking to some extent. But you can see just right above the round number, that was when the trade closed. You can see the round number here, and that was how the trade closed. Now, we would have lost this trade if we had entered immediately. If we had entered immediately, price crossed this common point of rejection. So to wrap this session up, let me quickly give you a round of what I actually took the trade. Now, this is the same scenario, the same trade we just experienced, but over here now we can, this is the doji I was talking about. Let me show you quickly. You can see the doji towards the side here. You understand? And it's a very big doji candle though. You understand? So we can still have some other opportunity, you know, if price breaks this this doji range. But also, if we look at this market now, this is a common point of rejection. You know, it's CPR. You can see over here we have this common point of rejection. This was where I actually took the trade. And look at this. This is a round number. So first thing, we have a ranging market. Now, that ranging market, you know, is made stronger just by looking at this doji. So anytime you see a doji inside a ranging market, that tells you that there are some very nice opportunities, and common point of rejection trades, you know, would actually work most of the time. Now look at this. Now we have a gap. I didn't even see this before. Now I'm seeing it now. We have a gap down in favor of the buyers. So that tells you that a rejection is actually imminent here. You understand? So that's one of the things. Then, you know, I was talking about this round number over the other time. Look at this round number over here. And all these round numbers are not for show. Basically, I've covered round numbers actually in one of my videos. I'll probably link it somewhere so that you guys can, you know, have a better understanding of round numbers in one of those introductory videos. But I'll link it somewhere. But here, now look at this. I decided to take this trade under this round number. Why? Simply because usually round numbers most of the time they act as SNRs, as a resistance, as a support and resistance sometimes, and that's the reason why I decided to take a trade under this round number, just in case, you know, the price doesn't retrace. At least it will close right above that round number, and that's exactly what happened. And look at this. Finally, we have this long wick markets. So anytime you have this kind of long wick markets, you can expect your trade also to have that long wick. But you can see now from the entry over here down to this place is just about average of all these long wicks. You can see now. That's one of the, and these are the things that one should just observe and take note of in the market. I know it's not easy, but with time, with patience, you know, and you will be able to like get it better. Let me not make this video longer than it should be actually, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of style of content, I would really appreciate you dropping me a like and actually subscribing to my channel. Consider subscribing to this channel because I'm doing my best to make sure that you guys understand it. I want to see everybody win. I really want to see everybody win. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.